Welcome back, guys. So this time we got a SkarmBliss match coming on, and we both have a Sableye lead, which is a little awkward. But I know I'm going to be slower because I carry Iron Ball, so I don't exactly want to get taunted or burned, because I know he's going to have the advantage in that regard. He ends up setting a sub, but I switched out to Latios turn 1 just so that I can avoid Will-O-Wisp, which I did, but I meant avoid it as in not get a physical guy burned, so that's dandy, I suppose. But Vaporeon comes in to laugh at me, so I'm like, fine, I'll go to Blissey and laugh at you, because nothing will happen here until somebody switches. Which I immediately expect Scizor or Infernape to come on in, thus I go out to Sableye. And taking a look at his team, he doesn't really have anything I want to hit with an Iron Ball. If Heatran is a balloon, I guess that, or maybe it's a Scarf. Otherwise, Infernape is the only thing worth Iron Balling on his team. So that's just something to keep in mind later. Regardless, whatever's going on, he brings in Dusknoir and gets a burn, which seems very silly to me, but that's what happened. And I figure against the Dusknoir, I'll go out to Skarm, give me a chance to get my NinjaRocks up, yo, because they stealthy and stuff. So I take some damage for that, no big deal, Skarm can handle it. Go out to Bliss and set up a Wish this time, I think, because I switched the first time. This time I'm setting up a Wish, yeah. This time I'm setting up a Wish, which I believe I give it right to Sableye so that I can taunt Dusknoir, and then, well, plus, you know, Pain Split would be bad for him right there because I'm switching to Sableye, but then, yeah, I could taunt him, Burn will start racking up, I won't really be able to do anything to him either, but, you know, whatever, he's still on, at least on that clock, he's just gonna die if he stays there, so I could have stayed in, but I decided not to. Go out to Latios, which, as soon as I clicked Latios and I saw the sprite come in, I was like, oh, that's dumb. He's been going for Shadow Sneak the whole time. But thankfully I avoided an Earthquake instead, so, you know, fine and dandy. I would not have done that play if I wasn't stupid. Unfortunately, we're back at square one here. So first time I switched, second time I wished, this time I'm going to Toxic, and of course now is the time he goes to Scizor. It's like, really? Really? I predicted it the first two times. I mean, whatever. Whatever, it happens. All of us are just switching up moves. It just didn't go in the right order for me, but no big deal. I'll take him with an Intimidate. He ends up Swords Dancing up, so I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I don't see those very often. But because of the Intimidate, that Swords Dance really just kind of makes him a band at that point. And I know I'm going to be perfectly fine against a band. And then I noticed that because nothing is worth Iron Balling, Earthquake is also going to be good to go. So unless Infernape is Scarfed on his team, he can't handle Landorus Earthquakes all day long. He just won't be able to. So that is also in the back of my mind now as for how to win this game, as I can kind of see that his plan is apparently just Toxic everything, have Infernape break walls, and Scizor sweep. But mine is going to be Earthquake you in your face. So Sableye gets taunted. I know he can't burn me, so it's time to Earthquake him in the face, or I guess in the feet. I mean, if he's kind of standing on the Earthquake and the ground's like shaking and stuff, but bleh, whatever. So I keep going for Earthquakes. He brings in Vaporeon, thinking he can handle it. No, you can't. Not off base, 145 attack. I think Landorus Therian is 145. Not positive. Correct me if I'm wrong. You don't take that Earthquake unless you are bulky grass or immune to it. That's really it. So that's a tough situation right there. I know I can still kill him even if I get burned, but I don't want to risk it because Landorus is just such a guaranteed victory in this match. He ends up getting off a Recover instead, which, it sucks, but it's not that big of a deal. Sableye's not going to kill me, he's just going to piss me off. So I go out to Skarm so that I can just get rid of his sub, or, you know, Brave Bird it to hell and back or something, I don't really know. Because of Heatran and Infernape, Skarm isn't really going to be the best thing in the world for, you know, anything. So whatever, that's just how it goes. Heatran comes in, I go to Flamethrower. In 5th gen, I don't have to worry about Explosion, so that's nice. It makes things a lot simpler for using a Blissey. And again, he throws out more Toxics all over the place, so okay, that means he's not Scarfed. So Infernape is officially the only thing that could potentially be Scarfed and the only thing worth Iron Balling right now. So hopefully it'll be easy, because, you know, it'll want to come in and resist a Will-O-Wisp. Well, I guess so would Heatran, but whatever. So I switch out so that I can threaten this thing with Close Combat or Stone Edge. I get Toxic, and knowing the Protect is coming, 1 for Toxic and 2 to see what I'm stuck on, I'm going to switch out to Landorus safely now, and again, earn myself free Earthquakes on everything I feel like. So, I Earthquake on the Scizor. I know it's not banded, so I actually think I could live it, but I'm not going to risk it because I have Wish, and Landorus is just such a guaranteed victory. So, I go out to Skarm, and one of the last few turns he'll be useful. And I think I Brave Bird. Do I Brave Bird? No, I Whirlwind, just in case Heatran or Infernape wanted to come in, I guess. No big deal, whatever. That's just how things worked out. He roosted. Kind of sucks. Kind of not too big of a deal, but whatever. Again, Heatran comes in. Blissey can wall it in 5th gen. No big deal. I think I Wish Up this time, so I can hopefully get that to Landy. Yep, I Wish Up trying to get it to Landorus, and now his Infernape finally shows. To which I go out to Latios, as it can take 1 any hit he possibly could want to throw out, and 2 with the Wish in the air, I'm good to go. So, yay, back up to full. Sizer comes in, and, well, I know what his set is, so I don't really care about Pursuit, and I know I can not die in 1 bullet punch, so I'm going to kill your Sizer. Thanks. Thanks for that, that really freaking helped. So, he goes into Heatran just in case I'm choiced, and then makes the switch out to Infernape, knowing Blissey was going to come in, so that was very sound and intelligent by him. Puts me in a bad spot. And at this point I realize, at some point around here I realize, nope, not yet. Not yet, close. I realize it soon. I go to Sableye trying to avoid close combat and hopefully Iron Ball the thing. Doesn't quite work. I'm going to recover once just to see how much I can get back. Flamethrower does 43% and then Toxic, and I don't have lefties yet, so I didn't really get anything. I believe I switch out back to Blissey, which he predicts. And here we are again. So this is where I've realized that I have a 6-0 right now and I'm trying too hard to keep it. It's time just to let something go and make life easy. Because all I have to do is go into Landorus and the game is over. Potentially Sableye can survive, but something has to die before Sableye can survive. So, you know, I'm just going to let Skarm go. He's got 2 Fire Pokes, so that's all fine. I go into Landy because I see that he's not choiced, and Heatran is now dead, which leaves, you know, Sableye coming back in. Again, I'm not going to risk this just yet. There's no need for me to. I'll go to Ragnarok, and I will start Stone Edging everything. To which, of course, he's going to play the substitute game, which makes total sense. I didn't really think of that through the whole way. I was like, he can just sub down, no big deal. I'll just continue to kick his butt. And I also was thinking, he can't burn me because I'm toxic. That's really why my mindset brought me there. But it doesn't work out, so I switch. And I know Infernape is going to come in because there's 1, nothing else he can possibly do if he wants to have a chance of killing things. And 2, nothing else he can possibly do if he wants to stay in. So I threw a Toxic on there against a sub. And it worked out perfectly. I hit Infernape. And aside from that play, the majority of the match felt pretty status quo. I don't think anything too fancy really happened on either side. It was just logical playing for the most part. I made a couple silly plays, and he had a little questionable Sizer death there, I think. But for the most part, everything went really the way the team is supposed to, which every now and then I'm totally fine having a match like that. A little bit lopsided, but it's nice to see things work out as intended every now and then. Like, you love really close matches, and if you just blow somebody out with a sweep, that's not fun either. So, you know, a couple of turns at the end were exciting and worthwhile. The rest of the stuff, pretty much standard, but I'm okay with that now and then. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun. So thanks for the match, Kerfuffle. I always add an L in there. Whatever. Take it easy, guys. Catch you later. Peace.